It was a difficult game, and we knew would be like this. We started so well, and we prepared for it. Unfortunately, we conceded the tight on the first half, but Diego scored again, and we could defend well, and that win is important that we needed.
I think it was last week you mentioned that defense is maybe the most important thing to win championships. You guys are kind of solidifying a back line there with the same guys. Do you feel like the defense is reaching a good point with this team in the season?
Yeah, I think when you need to score just one goal to win games is easier, no? So defensively for me is so important, and as a goalkeeper, of course. But my experience says that the defense wins championships. So we have to improve, and today we improved, but we have to keep working, and congrats for everybody because we gave everything, and offensively the guys forward they score and they played so well as well, and they helped a lot on defensive part.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Rafa, you just speak a big road win in a tough place like Houston. What does this result say about the team's mentality?
Yeah, I think we are building a new mentality. We've got new young players as well. So as a team, you have to improve in everything, defensively, offensively, and keep on the game, stay concentrate. And I think we've been improving. And the games we lost, we've been playing well. So we have to keep improving. And we've got a quality team and young team, quality team, and we have to go step by step and make points.
Yeah, what was the biggest challenge playing in these conditions, and how did the team push through?
I think we knew they would cross a lot of balls, and we were prepared for it, and we knew as well when we keep the ball and we were playing our way. I think offensively we did so well, keep possession. So when you have the ball, you suffer less than you don't have. So we knew it'd be difficult, and I think we played well and we deserved this win, and now we go home happy and be ready for the next game against Dallas at home.
And my last question is like a goalkeeper with your experience in this kind of game, what do you boys to your defense in those last 10 minutes where Houston basically was just pushing for the second goal?
Yeah, it's details, no? Every detail matters, and soccer, the game is long, and sometimes you think the first corner doesn't matter, or you think no, the first set piece doesn't matter, or the set piece on 50 minutes on the game doesn't matter. But no, the game is long, but every single ball defensively and set pieces and corners matters. So we have to be concentrated all the game, and I think we did well.
Thanks, Rafa. Congratulations.
Rafael, how's the knee?
Rafael, yeah.
How's the knee?
How is the knee? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hit on the post there, on the back post there, and a little bit sore, but it's okay.
And then you mentioned that the defense needs to improve, and you have the best view of the defense back there. Where would you like to see your defense improve?
Well, to be honest, I think the last game against San Diego, we were so far away from each other because we were pressing every single ball. So it was our mistake on the pitch. So today we played as a team. We were more like a block. So when you press everybody together, when you recover the ball, you are in your shape to play. And I think we improved a lot, and we have to keep improving, and set pieces as well. So because we consider set piece, so if I can say something, you have to improve in set piece. It's our job.
I think we were playing, I think we used a lot of the things that we did in training and applied it really well in that first half, especially for the first goal. I know yesterday in training, it was really about if they're in a low block and things are happening, then if you're a pivot or if you're just an attacking player and you play the first pass, you want to try and continue your run forward. And so obviously I played that first pass to Ari and then continued it forward. Luna found me and was able to square it across to Diogo, who had a good finish, So I think the first 15 minutes went pretty well. Obviously we conceded the goal on the set piece which was tough to defend. It was a really great ball in, and then disallowed a goal, which helped us. So weathered the storm a little bit, and then got the goal at the end of the first half to win the game.
Yeah, and then in the second half, you guys are able to hang on despite, you know, several attacks from Houston. What did it take to see this one out?
Yeah, I think that's just a mentality piece. You know, I spoke about it a little bit last week about, you know, when we conceded our goals. We conceded our goals last week, you know, in the 45th minute, and then we did one in the 90th plus one, and one in the 96th minute as well. And I kind of just said we have to have that mentality as a team and as an individual to have that responsibility that, you know, when it comes down to it late in games, late at the end of a half, to just have that feeling that we're not going to concede a goal no matter what happens. And I think we did that relatively well, even though it might not be the prettiest. As long as we can see out the game and then get the win, that's all that matters at the end of the day. So I'm really happy with how the team did that. You know, it's learning from the last game, you know, putting our shields up a little bit in those last final minutes to see out the game, and then to win it.
Awesome. Thanks, Emeka.
Hey, Emeka. You put a big shift defensively tonight. What was the key to shutting down Houston attack?
Yeah, we kind of had a little bit of a different approach this week than we did last week in San Diego. It was more kind of to try and kind of shield their pivots, shield kind of Artur and McGlynn, Jack, so that our pivots, me and Ojeda and Nelson, could kind of stay a little bit further back, a little bit more aware of their tens, be able to track their tens in the half spaces. If they do end up getting to the byline, you know, me and Ojeda are in good positions in the box to hopefully pick up a man or clear the ball. So I think we did that relatively well. I think it's definitely still be better. I think we still let up some big chances, but I think the game plan going in, I think we executed it pretty well. You know, against teams that play like that really try and possess a lot of the ball and have a lot of numbers in the middle, it's very important that we try and shut off the middle, you know, force it to a side, and then we can kind of set our trap in, things like that.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking along with that, now on the other end of the things, how do you guys find the space on Houston defense?
Yeah, I think it was relatively good. You know, I think we were trying to last game. I think there were points in the game where we attacked really, really quickly. You know, and it came very, very transitional. You saw for our second goal, I think, you know, we were kind of camped out in their half. You know, a lot of passes, switching it from one side to the other, and then the cross in and Diego getting the goal. So I think it was just, you know, good patience a lot of the time to know that, like, if we can't attack right away, then, you know, we can relax, keep the ball, make them move a little bit, and hopefully look for those spaces to open up. Because I think we did create some good chances, you know, some good, very, very good half chances too at the end of the game when they were chasing it, that, you know, one pass across that they deflected, like that happened 2 or 3 times. So, you know, I think if we can do that consistently, as well as the defensive piece of staying in games, then, you know, we can win any game that we play, away from home, at home as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, you kind of touched a little bit about it, but obviously it's tough to win in Houston. So looking ahead, what's the focus for keeping this momentum going?
I think it's just more, I wouldn't even say more of the same. I think just be better this week in training than we were last week in training. You know, you want to try and be better each day, be better each game. So obviously we're happy and satisfied with the win, but then, you know, when we get into training on Monday or Tuesday, that win goes out the window and it's a new week. We have to work hard, have the right mentality again so that we can prepare the right way, and then, you know, take care of business at home against Dallas.
Thanks, Emeka. That's all for me.
Anybody else for Emeka?
I'll ask a question. Emeka, Cabral talked about, still needing to work on improving the defense. A lot of scrambling team defense in the box. Any thoughts on how you can improve on that? And then on the flip side, is there things that you have improved on?
Yeah, I think improving defensively is just, kind of just an individual responsibility that we all have to take as players, that, when it gets into the 18 or when it gets down to the byline, that you just have that saying in your head that they're not going to score a goal, And I think I think we did that pretty well tonight. They didn't score from open play, just the set piece. I think whenever they had crossed into the box, we lashed onto the defenders relatively well. We're able to clear the ball relatively well. So I think I was very, very happy with that. Obviously, after last game, you know, we let up a lot of chances. They finished a lot of their chances. So it was a good step up, but something that we also want to continue to grow on. And what was the other part of the question? You said,
where have you improved so far in the season on defense?
I think I think the communication part, you know, against San Diego, we were running a lot. You know, I think it was hard to kind of communicate who was going where. It was really unclear, I think, for some of the center backs when to step to the 9, unclear for us as pivots, you know, when we're going to try and stick with the 10 or try and step up to their pivot. It was a lot of like, you know, uncertainness. But today, I think it was very, very clear, you know, the game plan was clear that hopefully our attacking players could kind of shield their pivots. We could kind of stay off their 10s, and then, you know, one of our center backs could step with their 9. It made it very clear, very predictable in how we defended. And I think when you can make anything predictable, you know, it definitely helps the team. So
Any of your teammates impress you, or what were your teammates that impressed you the most in this game?
Yeah, I think everybody played fantastic. You know, whenever we have to have a game like that, you know, I think Rafa was fantastic. He made a save late at the end of the game off a massive header. That was fantastic. I think Diogo was very good today as well. You know, the goal he scored, I think he was calm on the ball when we got it to him. Made a lot of good decisions. Obviously, Diego with the goal as well. So the whole back line, you know, whenever your backs are up against it, you know, you have to count on your back line, center backs, outside backs to defend well, and that's what they did. So, you know, very happy with everybody's performance today.
Thank you. Congratulations on the win.
Thanks, Mecca.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, everybody. Teams off Sunday, Monday. We'll be back at it in Harriman on Tuesday. Holler if you need anything, and we'll send out the schedule tomorrow. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.